Data is everywhere. It's all around us. It's at our jobs. It's in our social lives. And what it does is it allows for basically a breadcrumb trail on whatever is going on. If you want to see why something went the way it did, whether it was good or bad, what do? You go look at the data. If you want to see how something is projected to go in the future, what's the best way to go about doing that? Look at the data. Data's everywhere.
I think the most important thing about data is making sure you use it to your advantage. I can use data to help to tell the story that I'm trying to tell. I noticed in a previous project that things weren't necessarily going as good as they should have been, and then we were able to actually capture those metrics, understanding over a period of time numbers and counts and volumes of different things. And I kind of dove into the data and was able to create all sorts of different views of it. After sharing and presenting to leadership, they made a decision. Really did have a lot of cost savings for the company. It's more than just making the graphs and the charts. It's saying, okay, now that I have this metric or I have this piece of data, what does that mean, and what's the next step? Like, where does that bring us? Once you can tell that story, it really adds a lot of momentum to whatever point you're trying to make.
Data is becoming increasingly important, and in ways that you hadn't thought about it. Did the weather that day affect what your sales were? Everybody goes, yeah, it's rainy out, nobody wants to buy stuff. If you're selling umbrellas, I bet your sales are going to do just fine. And you see some of that entrepreneurial spirit if you're ever in a big city and you're out walking out of the subway, and you see all the people out there selling instant umbrellas right there at the exit to the subway, right? They're selling scarves when it's cold out because people didn't bring scarves, right? So there's a quick market adaptation. How do you do that online with the data or in your business and adjust your stock or what you're selling or let people know about it? The use of technology and data can help you in a faster method change your stock, change your sales, change what you're adapting to people so that they don't only think of you as, I'm that card store. Well, I also sell candy and balloons. And you got birthdays coming and you want a card? Well, here are the balloons, because it turns out 9 times out of 10, if they bought a card and saw the balloon, they were going to buy the balloons. And that's that Amazon effect or that Netflix effect, right? How do you use the data to correlate what your sales are and what people want?